What time are we aiming for?
So yours was a bit over an hour. An hour is usually the average, but if we go a little bit under that, not the end of the world.
Yeah.
Don't feel pressured or anything.
No, you're good, you're good. I was just asking, so I don't go overboard.
And then just remember that mic's stronger, so don't fucking yell at me, you dingus.
That's crazy.
Hold on, this was giving me OCD when I was watching you. Hang on, I'm almost ready. Also, fun fact about me, I like when the headphones tell you which ear is for what, because it feels more even. Right off. Give me that shit. So can I get this? Perfect. All right. Hey, what's going on, guys? So we're back. For those of you that are wondering why I just ended it and then started a new one, it's actually because this is a whole new episode. So, Jared, can you actually do me a favor? Can you try to like rotate the chair like, yeah, like that. Let's see. Oh, you look so much better, bro. So much better. So this is actually a different episode. So in case you're wondering, as you can see, me and Jared are in completely different spots. The reason why is because
I'm the host now, boy.
Yes,
it
exactly.
It's the Jared takeover, and you're gonna suffer.
Actually, that would have been a better title. Jared Takeover? Oh well, too late.
So yeah, you can change it to YouTube.
Yeah, maybe. All right, go ahead.
Well. The tides have turned, my friend. It is I who will be asking the questions now, and you will be victim as to all the pain and suffering I have accumulated over the years. So that's why we're gonna start off simple and ask you about how your day was today, man. How's it going?
Busy.
Busy?
Busy day.
Busy day, huh?
Yeah. I mean, I woke up and. Actually, I woke up with Raina, and then I had to take her home because she had to get her stuff together to go to Fresno. So from there, I had to book it back home because my car was getting washed, and he was already waiting for me. And then from there, while he was washing my car, I was doing my assignments, and that's when I found out my classes are significantly harder than my last classes were. And when I completed those, that's when you were ready. And I was already behind on time. I'm like, fuck, what am I going to fucking do? But somehow, some way, bro, here we are, clutched up.
Yeah, we pulled it off. We're here. Fantastic work, all right? You made the day's worth, you know? Good job. So tell me, Jeaustin. Where do I start? No, you know, we'll go simple. We'll gradually go up.
Okay.
All right? I'm going to hit you with a question that you asked me, or not necessarily, but close enough, you know? How was school? You know, how do you think you did school-wise? You know, like how do you feel about the little era of like, you know, elementary to high school? You know, the slight, you know, evolution of the Jeaustin Rosales. You know,
I was hoping you wouldn't ask me that.
I gotta give you something to work with, right?
So, my story with school is a little bit different than yours. Yours is much more simplified. You asked me a lot of different questions in that question. What are we focused more on? Personally, academically? Yeah. That's all I got.
That's fair. I guess your overall thoughts about what's essentially been what? 18 years of school?
Oh, so we're talking beginning to end.
Yeah, but just like, you know, round it off nicely in the sense of, you know, like, oh, what was your overall opinion of school, right? Obviously, there's some good, there's some bad about school, but like, you know, Do you think you made the most out of it?
So, believe it or not, bro, like, for the arrogant personality I make myself out to have, I actually always wanted to be there. Just there. Why? Because I wanted to just survive. Yeah. I wanted to just get in, get out.
All right.
But somehow, some way, I just always seem to find a way to make a fool out of myself. Like, there's a couple here that I could already think of, and it just, these memories will never, ever, ever leave my head. And second grade, I had a huge issue for some reason with following instructions, and our teacher made it perfectly clear multiple times that you turn in your paper here, you exit behind. Turn in your paper, exit behind. I had this odd tendency for some reason of turning in my paper and turning around. Turning in my paper and turning around. So my teacher every single time would tell me, Jeaustin, you gotta go this way, over and over. I didn't listen. One day, she was not putting up with that shit, bro. She grabbed me by my shirt collar and yanked me. Which I learned when I got older. Teachers are not allowed to do that. But at the time, I didn't know that. So obviously, I just kept my mouth shut. I didn't even tell my mom about it. Because I just didn't think it... I thought I deserved it. But whether or not I didn't, a teacher shouldn't do that. Yeah. So it is what it is. I mean, I learned from it. Another traumatic one was in 5th grade. Kind of like prom, we had like a little mini dance to celebrate our final like year of elementary school.
Yeah. I think I had something similar.
So basically, they put a DJ and they were blasting like a lot of PG, but like still classics.
The wheels on the bus.
No, like Dynamite or like Grenade or Smackdown, Hello the Flash, shit like that, you know?
Yeah.
And they had some catering, like snacks and shit, and I wasn't much of a dancer, so I just kind of sat in the sidelines with some of my friends, and we just kind of ate the snacks. However, there was this one parent that was hosting the snacks who kept paying attention that we kept coming back for snacks, and she, oh god, I cringe even when I tell this story, but she like closed down the snacks from us, and I literally had no choice but to either just sit there in shame or go up to the fucking dance floor and I guess try to fit in.
That makes sense.
But because I was so scared of making a fool out of myself, I wanted to just keep sitting, and the snacks were kind of a way of me just staying distracted. So I asked Aldo, who was kind of like the you at the time, because he was just very quiet and just always there by my side. I asked Aldo if he could get a snack for me because the parent wasn't letting me in anymore, and he brought me one. And bro, I look over to the parent and she's looking at me and she's like, "Last one," and I'm like, okay, this parent probably thinks I'm a fat ass now. So, and believe it or not, Jared, that's not even the most embarrassing part.
Oh no.
The most embarrassing part happens after I eat that snack. So after I eat that bag of chips, nothing with the parent, I'm sorry. So we go up to the dance floor because we're like, fuck, we have no other choice. Like, we gotta fucking just go up there and just fit in. And I noticed that a lot of the people were sometimes going up to the stage and dancing like next to the DJ. So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna just go up there, you know, just try to have a good time and see if I could ask the DJ to play a song. And we go up there and I trip on the wire
No.
and unplug the whole stereo.
That'll do.
Dude, oh my god. I plugged that shit in and I sat down for the rest of the day. And bro, days later, like closer to our 5th grade culmination, that parent is handing out popsicles to her daughter's classmates. And I thought we were all getting them. But apparently, like minutes later, I hear that only her class is getting it. I was in the other class. But I didn't know that. So I just went in and got one. Do you want to know what the parent said to me?
What did she say?
She said, here's one because I know you like to eat.
Dang, dude.
I was like, fuck, bro.
That's rough.
I was like, shit. And then the other two that I think of are, where I got into arguments with teachers. 11th grade with Amelia and 12th grade with Susie. Just made scenes, or the times I made scenes with my ex, like when we would argue in front of everybody, like somehow I just always made an impact, and not in a good way. But overall, I still think I had a lot more good. It's just the bad was bad.
They kind of live in your head rent free, Like, oh man. This sucks.
Unfortunately. But yeah. If you had to ask me to put it on a rating, I would say a 7 out of 10.
7 out of 10. Well, I guess to round it off, what was your favorite moment from school then? Because, it wasn't all bad, right? But, there's always some good,
That's a good one. I don't know. That answer has changed over time. Because I've had a lot of different favorite ones, Like, I'm not going to lie to you. I've had different highlights throughout my years. I think my favorite moment in school of all time, I think it's a tie between two. And they're both very narcissistic, so I apologize in advance. The first one was in 3rd grade when So in 3rd grade, I got really good at multiplication. Like, really, really, really good at multiplication. So much so that our 3rd grade teacher, Brian, the reason why I say your brother missed out, bro, Brian was just amazing. But my 3rd grade teacher, Brian, he would play games with us to help us learn the material. So a game that he helped us learn for multiplication was called Multiplication Around the World. So what you would do is you would have a multiplication problem in front of you, and whoever answers it first continues. So let's pretend you're sitting and I'm standing behind you. If I answer the question first, I move to the next person. If you answer the question, you get up, move on to the next, I sit down.
Okay.
So nobody has made it further than like 5 people. I come around, Jared, I made it 3 people away from the whole class. And then I butchered it. And the teacher was like, oh, well, there's no point in continuing because that was a long run. Like, bro, I made it through. There was 23 people in our class. I made it through 20 of them. So that was the first one because everyone was impressed that I literally almost beat the game.
Dang.
And then my second highlight, this one you're going to be familiar with.
Yeah.
11th grade volleyball, bro.
Here it comes.
I'm never going to forget.
Oh, God.
Our final game that season. I started.
Major accomplishment.
And I won us the set. Bro, I was choking that whole ending. Like, I was doing kind of bad. So, I believe it was like they kept getting advantage, we kept tying. Then we got advantage, they tied. Like, it was neck and neck. And then what happened? We had the advantage, we just had to finish it. That's all we had to do. They hit it toward me. It's going out of bounds, but I don't see that. So I dive for it and I save the ball. But actually, I wasn't supposed to do that. But my teammates, they help me out. They get it back to their side.
It's a team game.
But because I dove for it, I'm on the floor. These fuckers hit it back to me. So from the floor, I smack that shit and I score the game winner. Or no, the set winner, technically. That one, and in senior year when we played university prep, bro. That backwards set to the homie Raul, bro.
Yeah.
Woo! Some of those were my highlights, I would say.
That's what we're That's good. I think those are the things that you carry with you. Move on. And always look back on it fondly. That's what we like to hear. And then one final School-related question. We're done with school here.
Oh, that was fast. Okay, I'm cool with that.
Yeah, we're gonna. It's all on you, buddy. We're all good. It's all on you. So tell me. Basketball, eh?
Okay.
You love basketball.
I absolutely adore basketball.
How do you feel? Because you remember that time, tore your ACL. You were kind of out and about. You came back.
Damn.
You realize, hey, hold up. Where's the basketball? What happened here? I was gone. Came back. No one's playing basketball. That's when you realize that you were the missing link. You're the missing piece of the puzzle here.
Yeah. Basketball
was gone. MIA. It didn't feel the same without you. How do you feel coming back and then realizing, oh my God, these clowns need me? I mean, we need the ego boost right now.
You want the lie or the truth?
Screw it. Let's go with both.
What do you want to hear first?
Give us the lie.
I felt so emotional. You guys made me feel so wanted, so needed. I just felt so honored, so flattered, honored. I felt like I need to carry this like accomplishment and run with it.
All right, hit us with the big one.
What's the big one?
Truth.
You just told me what I already knew.
Oh.
Like, y'all were fucked without me. Let's just be real here. Nobody was as entertaining as me other than Brandon. And the only reason Brandon was entertaining was because of how much drama he was getting into. So, respectfully. And you can make the argument about Cyrus being entertaining, sure. But kind of like George with Army, Cyrus needed me to be entertaining or else he was fucked.
Fair enough.
So, yeah, man, I mean... No, but all jokes aside, like, I actually got a little emotional when that happened because I didn't realize you guys were fucking waiting for me. Like, I would have thought you guys were just going to play. I mean, and I wouldn't have been mad about it. I would have been like, it's all good because I want y'all to have fun. But you guys seem to just not have fun unless I'm there.
Right.
And I don't think you knew this, but I actually also felt a sense of guilt. The reason I felt a sense of guilt was because, let's remind you, before I even tore my ACL, or before I got surgery for it, I should say, because I was playing torn, remember that. Yeah. I was playing with a torn ACL already. Yeah. Before I got surgery for it, I was ditching you guys. So that means half those times you guys weren't playing basketball.
Yeah.
Damn, bro. I'm sorry.
It's all done and dusted. It's in the past. We all made amends.
Are you
continued on playing basketball?
Yeah. Are you gonna upload this to YouTube? What are you telling George? And yes, I am. I'm gonna upload both of these. They're gonna go into the podcast playlist and the regular playlist. Both of them, to be exact. But proceed.
Well, yeah, that's pretty much all for like school stuff, right? Or let's squeeze up one minor one. Senior year, everything is kind of went down the hill. There's a lot of potential there. How do you think things would have played out had a certain little disease didn't come into our lives? I think this is like the kicker right now.
That's not a minor one, Jerry.
Yeah, I just realized.
Oh.
Alright. Not a minor one. This is a major one.
Can you repeat the question?
In a nutshell, how do you feel about the lost potential of senior year? Because as far as we're concerned, that one was supposed to be a pretty big one.
Truthfully, I think it's subjective. I think depending on the person, they got robbed more than others.
That's right.
So let me give you an example. Marco. Actually, no. Marco's a shitty example because he actually had something going. He was hitting on Asha. He was joining fashion club. He had his own thing going. That's a shitty example. Jeaustin. I'm sure this guy didn't fucking care because he wasn't doing anything. He didn't join sports. He didn't do any extracurriculars. He He was just there. He was just there, played basketball with us, and look, he cut us off after. So, for him, if anything, I thought I smelled the food. I was like, what the fuck? If anything, he probably felt relieved. Like, oh my god, school finished earlier than needed to, so I could just, like, fuck these guys, you know? Whereas, for me, personally, I feel like I got robbed. Bro, I was taking advantage of every single piece of high school. The only thing I didn't take advantage of that I wanted to take advantage of was sports. I wanted to play every single sport possible. Volleyball, basketball, track, I don't think I would have been able to because it was at the same time as volleyball. I would have gladly joined cross country if it wasn't for the fact my ex was in it. I wanted nothing to do with her. Things just... The less said, the better. If Jared wants to ask me about that, feel free, but I'm not going to go out of my way to talk about it. But it smells like pasta.
Hey, we do have pizza.
I know, but...
It's the pizza, man.
You sure?
It's the pizza.
But why didn't it smell earlier?
I think the hunger's just getting to us, man.
Yeah, we'll fuck that up when this is over. But anyways, I just feel like I got robbed because we were having a blast in volleyball yet again. Not as good as 11th grade, but we did have a blast. I know you always justify it by saying like, oh, well, to be fair, the season got cut short. But no, like I genuinely believe, Jared, that from the amount of time we played in senior year and junior year was better. Yeah. But that also is because of the people involved. Right. Bro, the seniors at those times were funny.
That's true. That's true.
But nonetheless, let's not forget the senior events, you know? Like, I hated that Susie left me in charge of them, but at the same time, like, I don't think any other class got that, bro. Like, every other class got, like, grad night, prom, and that's it. Well, last year's class got a senior dinner instead of prom. We were going to get the chance to get both. We were going to get, well, we got Skateland, which I didn't go to because I was injured. I can't skate with one leg. Bowling, which was the highlight in my opinion. Dinner, which we did not end up doing because of certain tragic events. And we got prom and grad night, which again we didn't get to enjoy because of tragic events. Bowling just showed that I was fucking like the one event I go to, and it was the most popular. I'm just saying. But that's besides the point. Senior dinner, I think everyone was just shitting on it because it wasn't what they wanted. But same thing with the pizzas at bowling. Everyone shit on it because it wasn't what they wanted. And then guess what? They ended up eating more of the ones I personally chose. I think it would have been the same thing. I think everyone would have complained. And then when we're actually there at the table eating away, everyone was going to shut up. Prom, I had something going. I was going to go with somebody. All the friends were going to go. We were even going to kidnap Jeaustin and be like, no, you're coming, G. And I actually cared more about winning prom king than I did winning vice president for the class, which Jared found out about, and Jared wanted to run against me.
To be fair, you made it pretty obvious you wanted to win it.
Shut up, Jared. Anyways, so believe it or not, Jared was actually my scariest competition up to that point. For those of you that don't know, I was actually undefeated in everything voting related. I won vice president twice. I won president in the mock election that we had in senior year. And all the events that I chose for in our senior events that I voted for won. I was undefeated in everything voting related. But I think if I ran for prom king, that would have been the scariest one. Not because of anybody else, except this motherfucker right here. I think he would have been the only reason I probably don't win. So, in a sense, good it didn't happen, because if Jared robbed me, I think I would have killed Jared. No offense.
That's crazy.
But, it is what it is. In conclusion, I made the answer a little longer than anticipated. I apologize.
I mean, to be fair, what I thought was minor was pretty major.
We got robbed.
Yeah, we got robbed. Yeah. Could have been something else. You know. It is what it is. You know,
yeah.
It happened.
Yeah.
Can't change about it. So the next question kind of revolves about something that's actually on this desk right now. Over on your left, you have a little championship title, I believe. Would you like to collect?
Yes.
You know, you're a very passionate guy regarding this sort of stuff. You know, yeah, I'm kind of curious how this whole wrestling thing started. You know. What kicked that off? You know.
I didn't expect that. So, yeah, for those of you that are wondering, all these titles that I show on YouTube, I give them, like, a role, per se. Like, the last one I used to always show, I called it my undefeated title. I started walking out with titles randomly in my update videos. That was kind of just me showing off bling. That was plastic. You know, plastic. But, now this one I just call my like Hall of Fame title because I was undefeated in basketball for a little bit. But in conclusion, they are wrestling belts, which I became very passionate about because of my brother. So my brother introduced me to wrestling back in like 2004 or 5 when he would play wrestling games with my our old roommate. His name was Ivan. They would play, at the time it was WWE SmackDown versus Raw 2006. And since that day, bro, like, I even found the wrestler I loved, bro. I was like, man, this John Cena guy, he cool. I like John Cena. And after a couple of years, me and my brother would always like wrestle with each other and just do moves on each other. And I don't know if it was we or my mom. I think it was my mom because my brother wasn't even working yet. My mom bought us 2 championships because she saw how much we liked WWE. Also, mother, te voy a hacer vergüenza in this stream. I'm going to embarrass you on this stream. My mom had the fattest crush on Randy Orton at the time. So that was pretty fun. But, te amo, mama. Ojalá no veas esto. Anyways, so after those championships that my mom purchased us, me and my brother were like, man, these are cool. But my brother had left to the Navy, so he kind of just drifted away from WWE. I stayed into it. So I went out of my way to ask for titles like Christmas and my birthday, and my mom, that's how she bought me some of those that you see on my wall. And then from there, when I started working and getting my own job, I'm like, well, I have so many already. Let's start a collection. And this is actually one of the last ones that joined my little collection. And the reason why I got this one was because this was actually the one that I had back in the like the first 2 titles I got, except it had a huge NWO like right here, and obviously it's gone. I don't know what happened to it, so I just kind of wanted to get it for like that memory. But yeah, man, since I was like 5 years old, it's just always been something I've been into. Something about just half-naked men beating the shit out of each other. I don't know why. I really don't. Well, probably the most sus thing I do, but I watch it for entertainment purposes. Okay?
I would sure hope so, Jeaustin. I sure hope so. Yeah. Alright. Good one. That was a good one. You know, and we're gonna hit off strong with, you know, this whole YouTube thing.
Oof.
We're going back, man.
Fuck, man. Okay.
We're going in. Yeah.
Go ahead.
We'll start off simple. What inspired you? Or what, who, or whatever. Something that sparked that little interest, you know, the little flame, the fire, you know, fuel the furnace.
That's a good one. I think you already know the answer to this, but I'll gladly do it for the content. Sky does Minecraft. Boy, was Sky my inspiration. He just did, when I first started watching him, all he did was just mods. Like, he would show off mods on Minecraft and show like the cool things you could add to it, which actually interested me, and I wanted to download them on my computer, but I didn't know how to. And it was actually one of the reasons why I really wanted a Windows computer, because most of the tutorials were Windows based. But my mom just got exposed to Apple at that time already and just said like, no, we're getting Macs for everything because my mom really likes Apple. So, including what's actually running this stream, it's a MacBook Pro. So, yeah, it is what it is. I mean, Sky was my inspiration for many reasons. So, I really enjoyed Minecraft. I really enjoyed gaming. I really enjoyed the fact that he was just playing a video game and getting so many views. I really enjoyed the idea of Team Crafted, you know, being able to just move into a huge house with all your friends and just... Bro, you're literally getting paid to just be stupid. And even after they broke up, bro, he had his own office building where he was just making videos. And that's all he was doing. He had a whole ass office just in charge of, full of computers. All right, let's make some videos. And then on their downtime, they would make more videos of stupid shit like Bean Boozled. So I saw how fun his life was, and I was like, I want to do that. That was my motivation.
It was a tear to my eye. Seeing young people be motivated. Yeah. And then obviously, fast forward, we're right here, right now, getting to this point in time. You've uploaded a lot of videos since then. Which one would you say was your favorite to, I guess, make? And then I guess which one, if it's not the same one, which one are you the most proud of?
So my favorite video and the one I'm the most proud of.
Yeah, if they're not like the same.
Can I cheat? Can I go through my list?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dude, it's been like multiple years. Yeah, go for it.
All right, bet. So they're actually not going to be the same. The reason why is because my favorite video, I think, was a video I had the most fun making. And then the video I was the most proud of was a video that I think my audience enjoyed.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's very good.
The video that I was the most proud of was actually a video I made with Reina. It was the Exploring Abandoned Areas video.
Oh, okay.
So I've always wanted to record that video, and dude, my editing, the content, the spookiness, my outfit, the iPad that literally was just a prop, like it had nothing to it. Dude, that video was a blast. Like, I had so much fun. The only thing I hated was how long it took me to edit. You want to know how long that video took me to make?
How long?
3 hours.
Oh, that's it?
3 to 4 hours.
Oh, that's it?
And you want to know how long the uploading took? 4.
Oh, okay, that's pretty good.
You do the math, Jared. That was a 7-hour video.
Oh, that's not too bad.
But it was worth it.
I'm glad to hear that.
Now, what was the video I was the most proud of? The video I was the most proud of is actually a Chicken Wars video.
Oh boy, we've come full circle.
My favorite video, or the video I was the most proud of, was Chicken Wars Popeyes versus KFC. Arthur, I know you're not watching this right now because you, I don't even think you use Twitch like that, but dude, I hope you watch this on fucking YouTube or some shit. You are comedy gold, bro. Like, you made people enjoy themselves that day. Please come back. I want you in this. No, or not. I want you here. I'll be there. Let's film a podcast. I want you in the Chicken Wars final. You know what? I'm going to make that happen.
Oh, God.
I'm going to get Arthur for the Chicken Wars finale, bro. That was such an amazing video. Like, dude, I got so much feedback from, like, friends that video was just super funny, super entertaining. Man, I miss Arthur, dude. And in case you guys are wondering, because I know some like fellow school people watch these streams, I'm not talking about any Arthur from school. This Arthur was somebody that I met at work. I used to work at Target, no longer, but I worked at 2 different stores, one in Woodland Hills and one in Encino. The one in Encino is where I met Arthur, and since then, like, I just kind of stayed friends with him. I made friends with two people. One named Arthur, one named Jason. Jason, he unfollowed me the second I left. I think the only like non-betraying Jason I know is my own brother. And to be fair, it's because he has no choice. Regardless, you're a Rosales, my guy. You're kind of stuck with me as blood. But
Blinded by blood.
But Arthur, yeah, man, we never lost touch. Like, I'm sure I can make something happen. He even moved back to the valley. He used to be in Glendale.
Oh, really?
So, I think we can make something happen. But those are my two.
Okay. Great choices. Great choices. Now, is there...
Let me ask you a question, Jared.
Oh,
What was your favorite video?
What do you think this is, man? A charity? Alright, fine, I'll answer your question. My favorite video, man. I'm also cheap a little and scroll through.
Alright, fair enough.
Let's see what we got here. I guess we'll circle back to that question as I scroll through. I'll ask you another question regarding your YouTube stuff. Was there any video in particular that you just think could have gone better or improved?
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. I'm gonna cheat again.
Okay, we're both cheating, right? But
okay, so video that could have been better. I'm sure there is. I need to think about that one for a second. Is Basketball Jam cheating or? Or should I aim for something that's more in my control?
I guess more in your control.
Okay,
we all know
fine.
the story about Basketball Jam.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Let me look through this for a second. So, this is just an honorable mention, not actually my answer, but a video I made with Reina called Lego Minecraft Speedrun. Dude, I was so proud of that video. I used lapses, cuts, music. Like, I made that video as good as I possibly could. And that video did so bad.
Oh,
dude, it only has 33 views. And it was one of my best videos, editing-wise.
Okay.
So that really discouraged me. I still came back stronger because then I made a pumpkin carving video that got 118 views. But that made me sad because it was a good video. In my opinion, I thought it was a good video.
That's fair.
But that's not my answer. My answer... Let's see.
I have my answer.
Oh, I think it's this one, but let me just play a little bit of it to remember. Yeah, this one. So I made a video called How I Almost Lost Everything, not clickbait. This video was the video where I told the story of how I almost drowned. Basically how I almost died. And I mentioned how it was like just a major wake-up call. I think that video could have been a lot better. I had such great ideas. Have you ever had a moment where something goes through your head and you do said thing and it looked better in your head?
Yeah.
I had great ideas for that video and I executed those great ideas. And then when I looked at them, I'm like, bro, this is shit. I think that video could have been a lot better. I can't tell you how. I just think I should have gotten more feedback for the video to make it better.
Okay.
Or maybe I could have done it with Reina and had her draw it out, like kind of like the I Hate Trucks video. I think that could have made it better. Something. I just feel like the video was missing something. Me just telling the story just didn't hit as well as like the other story type videos.
So, answer your question. Kind of funny. So, my favorite video isn't necessarily one in the sense of like, oh man, I really enjoyed this video. It was more in the sense of I have something to talk about based off this video. And funnily enough, it's the dumb little I Hate Trucks video. And you already know where this is going. You know where this is going.
Yes.
So tell me, what did my boy Mac do to you? Alright? And for context, I'm referring to Mac the little truck, or not little, but pretty big truck, but from the Cars movie. What did my boy Mac do to you? I'm willing to like throw everything away and defend this man. He did nothing wrong.
So, if it were up to me, I wouldn't have even attacked Mac.
Yeah.
But Reina thought it was a really good content idea and
Yeah.
a good hook to bring audience into the video.
Okay.
I think what he did to Lightning McQueen was kind of fucked up.
Yeah. Crazy.
I just always thought you don't leave soldiers behind. So I was like, fuck it, let's start the video with that.
Interesting. Well, for starters, Mac did nothing wrong.
Yes, he did.
You want to know what happened in the Cars movie? I can tell her the scene.
What if somebody that hasn't watched Cars is in this stream?
That's rough, man. Should have watched the movie while you had the chance.
Damn.
Movie's been out for a while now.
I think
There's
over
a
10
third
years.
one. We're at a third one now.
Should make a fourth one.
They should make a fourth one. I wouldn't be opposed to this. But anyways, as far as I'm concerned, the scene goes, they're driving through California. Mac and Lightning McQueen. Mac is already, pulling up all this work to carry what's essentially this very arrogant clown through California to win the Piston Cup. Alright, this guy's already like, Mac, hurry up, man, we gotta get there, like, first thing in the morning, we gotta be first in line, gotta get there, beat everyone, GG. Poor Mac, no questions asked, alright, let's get to it. Nighttime hits, he sees all the sleeping trucks. Poor guy is like, man, look at all those sleeping trucks. And the man wants to snooze. You know what the poor guy does? He asks his boss, he's like, hey man, can we stay, take a little bit of a rest? You know what Lightning McQueen does, Jeaustin? He's like, nah, forget what you feel. You're taking me to California, man. We're getting to that Piston Cup.
Where were they before?
Where were they before? I don't know. But they were driving to California, and that's all I remember. But, man, the man wanted nothing more than to win that cup.
Did you hear that?
Yep, it's the cat. It's reaching out. So he threw what was essentially his friends, he didn't consider what his friend was feeling. He's like, no. Power through, my boy. We're going to the Piston Cup. We're going to win that bad boy. And Mac was like, alright, Didn't argue. He was like, man, alright, whatever. We keep going. And you know what happens? As a consequence of Lightning McQueen's actions, he falls asleep. So does Mac. None of them can do a thing. They were both snoozing. Lightning McQueen snoozing in a little privileged, rich-looking little cabinet inside the poor Mac's little carrier thing.
Cabinet
thingamabob. Mac, he has to power through because he's driving. Poor guy's driving. And you know what sucks even further? He gets taken advantage of by a bunch of thugs. They let out Lightning McQueen, and this is what your whole thing goes in, where Mac leaves the forced solar behind. He does not leave the solar behind. He doesn't know he leaves the solar behind. As far as he's concerned, Lightning McQueen is safe and sound, sleeping in his little cabinet. We have an interruption.
Just special guest.
Interesting.
And she's leaving.
And I guess to wrap off this little
Jesus
debate,
Christ. You alright?
Mac comes back worried about this guy because he knows he's on a load of trouble. He was worried about the guy. He cared about him. He came back. He could have just been like, oh no, I lost him. I'm free. I never had to see this arrogant clown ever again. No, man, he helps out with the search.
I mean, you forget he's in a multi-billion company, meaning if McQueen was gone, he was fucked.
It's fine. Nobody needs to know.
Okay. Alright, well, before we take up too much time in this debate, why don't we move on to the next topic?
Yeah, it's funny. I was just about to say.
Go ahead.
Case in point, Mac did nothing wrong.
Yes, he did.
Anyways, but yeah. Well, as far as YouTube related stuff goes, the only other thing I can think of here is, what's next? You know, we're doing this whole podcast right now, but you know, you got any plans? What's in that little brain of yours right now?
So right now, I really want to pop off with this.
Okay.
Dude, out of all I've done so many things on YouTube. I've streamed. I've done like IRL videos, like challenges, basketball. I'm doing boxing right now, kind of like as a side thing, just to learn a new skill. But right now, I'm just like, dude, after seeing how many people want to do my podcast, like, I want to do this. Like, I want to see what it can turn into. Like, this is so much fun.
You see this as your next major milestone you want to accomplish?
It's what I want to do to just keep pumping out content for now. Like, I have a lot of fun making podcasts because I don't have to edit it as much. So let's set something straight. I enjoy streaming a lot more than I do video making, because video making takes a lot of effort. You have to make the video and you have to edit it. If I had an editor, I would enjoy it a whole lot more. But I enjoy streaming a whole lot more because it requires less effort. And then the reason I just enjoy podcasts is because, this might sound kind of stupid, I like the set. Haven't you noticed every season the set evolves?
Yeah.
The first season, bro, it was literally a Discord FaceTime.
Yeah, pretty much.
The second season, Matthew let me borrow his room because his room felt very podcasty in a way. Season 3 was more of a mobile season. So in season 3, I did 1 in Ross's room, 3 in my room, and 1 in Discord FaceTime, because me and Chad's schedules just were not intertwining good. So this season is gonna be kind of like season 2 and season 1, where like this is the podcast set. Like this is where the podcasts are gonna happen. And to be honest, I think it's my best set so far. Like, we got the table, we got the prop, we got the mics, the headphones. I bought a mat that I want to have that I'm actually going to see if I could cancel, because as you can see, the floor isn't even visible on the screen.
Yeah, well,
and
we have.
The tablecloth will be good because it's going to cover the white table. Or you know what I might do with the mat? I might use it in my room or something, just to have because I don't need it here because it covers it. Or the thing doesn't pick it up.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I think some podcast episodes. I do want to do that Ash versus Jared video. I think that would be pretty entertaining. And that Chicken Wars finale. If we can get a hold of David and be able to make some plans with him, I'd love to do that one video that you and I have thrown up in the air, which is the gas station food for 24 hours video.
Okay.
And then Reina really wants to do a Prime review, of all the Prime flavors. So we'll see what happens with that.
I guess I got some ideas, I think. All right, that's good. Keep the ball rolling.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I've covered all major topics here. An actual proper minor topic, I guess, to what are we at? 48 minutes. Okay, I think we'll start wrapping things up a bit.
Okay, I'm okay with that.
We have two little fur
So
balls.
this is your final question or topic you have planned out.
Yeah, just a minor one.
Okay.
Round things off.
I'm cool with that.
We have two little fur balls here.
Yes.
And interrupt, or one of them has been interrupting the streams. You love your animals.
I do.
Don't blame you. Very
I do.
fuzzy.
They're both under the table right now, for those of you that are wondering. The one that you guys saw on camera is my cat, Chelsea. And then I got my dog, Bolita, or who everyone else calls her, Bola. She's sleeping in the corner.
I guess what I'd like to ask is, what's your favorite moment with each of them?
Am I counting Nala? For those of you that don't know, Nala is my German Shepherd, who I no longer own. Don't worry, she did not go to a shelter. She did not pass. Unfortunately, my parents just didn't see eye to eye anymore. Decided to go their own separate paths. My mom kept the two that are attached to us. Chelsea is attached to me, and Bola's attached to my mom, and Nala's attached to him, so she stayed behind. But does she count?
I guess for simplicity's sake, we'll stick with these two.
Okay, that's fair. I guess my favorite memory with Chelsea is, I would say it's a tie. It's a tie with my cousin and Reina. The reason why is because Chelsea's a little bit of a sexist. She loves the females more. So when my cousin was staying with us back in 2020, she was in love with my cousin. Like, we set up like this like little pod / bed for her so that she could sleep there while she stayed with us. And the reason why we set up like this pod is so that Chelsea can't annoy her, because Chelsea is very annoying when you sleep. But Chelsea, because she wanted to be close to her all the time, ripped a hole through the cloth and slid in there. So when we would look for her around the house, we would see this giant ball coming down from the cloth under the bed, and that's where she was. And then with Reina, I would say my favorite memory is just simply how affectionate she is with her. I think it's adorable. It's actually also the reason why whenever Reina's here, I make her feed Chelsea, because Chelsea gets so happy when she feeds her. Like, happier than when I feed her. When I feed her, she just sits there. When Reina feeds her, she rubs against her over and over and over.
The favorite scheme.
And then my favorite memories with Bola, I don't mean to make this sound depressing, but they were more when she was younger. Because now that she's a little older, she doesn't do as much. No fault of her own. She's just kind of like running out of fuel in the tank. When she was younger, she kind of played the role of a cat because we didn't own one. So she would get on the couch and then get on the higher part of the couch and like lay on your shoulder. Or she would want to be in the highest part of the house. She was playing the role of a cat. Or something I really enjoyed doing with her back when we lived in like our apartment, like a 1-bedroom apartment in Van Nuys. I would take her to go get the mail. I would give her an envelope. She'd put it on her mouth and run back home with it and drop it in front of my mom. I'd be like, "Mom, look, I taught her a new trick." And she's like, "Oh, she brought me the mail." And my mom would get so proud of her and give her a treat and everything. And I'm sure if I made her do that now, she probably would. It's just she doesn't try as much. She just kind of drops it. She's like, "Fuck this, I don't want to do this."
I'm sick of times.
But when she was younger, she would do that, and that would be cute. Oh, another really cute thing I love to do with her is, back when she was a lot more energetic, we would grab a toy and just fuck with her, right? And she would chase the toy. So what we would do is we would sit crisscross applesauce on the floor and move the toy around our body, and she would chase it. She'd run laps around us trying to get the toy. So I would say those are my favorite memories with Dumb and Dumber right here.
Dumb. Yeah. Which one's dumb and which was dumber?
I would say Bola's dumb and Chelsea's dumber, because Chelsea goes in the balcony in 100-degree weather instead of being in the AC.
Yeah, I agree with that.
That's some real stupidity right there. No offense, Chelsea, I love you, but you are a questionable cat. But all right, so you got that's it. That's all you got for me, Jared?
Actually, I got a little small something.
Okay.
Are you aware that your cat is plotting something?
All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode. So we just kind of did back to back because I told Jared. Okay, so one more thing. I promise that's it. I told Jared. I said, Jared, I want to do 2 episodes with you. Jared's like, "What? What's the point of doing 2 episodes? I thought it was like 1 per guest." And I was like, "That's the thing. I want you to be a guest in my podcast, but I also want to be the guest. And I think you're the best to host this kind of thing." And Jared said, "You know what? I'm in."
It's a great idea. I think it's a proper way to introduce the narcissist in his own little podcast.
So I was a guest in my own podcast. Will I be a guest again? Maybe, but for a later season. For now, I'm going to be there, and all my guests will be right here. Will Jared be back in the podcast? That's a big maybe. If Jared does come back, though, he will be a co-host. Because I think we've squeezed all the content out of Jared in his episode. No offense, Jared. You live a very simple life.
Yep.
But Jared, if he wants to come back and here's the thing. I wanted you to co-host Ash's episode, but I opted to not ask you to because I kind of feel bad for him. He wants a solo episode.
No, get the man his spotlight.
So later on, like if there's an opportunity or something, then sure. Would it be for this season? Probably not. Maybe the later season. But yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. This has been The Theorists Season 4, Episode 2. And we'll see you in Episode 3. Bye! Distract them.
Hakuna Matata. What a wonderful phrase.